Welcome back to Portman Road, guys. Today, Ipswich Town take on top of the league Coventry City. Have the Blues got enough in their locker to beat the Sky Blues? Come on. Right, guys, welcome back to Portman Road. Today, Ipswich Town take on Coventry City, looking to get some points on the table. Here in sunny Ipswich, for a change, the weather has finally seemed to calm down. Yeah, it's not windy this week for a change, so it's nice. But in terms of what we can do on the pitch, it'll be nice to get some gale storm result where we seem to beat a side. But, you know, disappointing performance against Fleetwood on Tuesday night, and it's definitely caused a few problems among fans. The thing is now, obviously, the 5-point protest, which we'll speak to Mark about a little bit later, gives you a bit more of an insight into what we're trying to achieve as a fan base. But in terms of answers, we do need them. Anyway, we've spoken to Coventry fans and Ipswich fans alike. Let's see what they've got to say. Right, yes, I'm here with Jordan, Coventry fan. How are you feeling today, mate, firstly?
Yeah, pretty confident, to be fair.
I mean, it's been a good run for you, hasn't it, recently?
Yeah, pretty good. Not lost this whole year, so pretty confident. Probably going to win.
Obviously, talking from a similar position, we were in the same sort of situation at the start of the season. We dropped like a stone, absolutely dropped like a stone. But in terms of what you can do you think you can carry on and win League One?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're just going to keep the momentum, probably just go the rest of the season unbeaten, I reckon.
What do you think that's down to largely? I mean, Mark Robin's been a second stint in charge of Coventry, been a top manager for you this season. Do you think he's or do you think it's the players that are the ones that winning it? Because there's not really, you haven't really got a standout player apart from Matty Godden, really, have you?
Not really. I think it's just the manager. He's got some good tactics, and I think it's just all of our players are capable of like scoring. Yeah. So we've got no top scorer, like no prolific goal scorer, but they all do their bit, really.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, completely agree. I mean, I'm beating them three games so far this season against Ipswich. So what are you going for today, mate?
I'm going to say 2-1.
2-1. All right, mate. Good luck. All right, cheers. Right then, Mark, do you want to give us an update on how you're getting on with the 5-point protest at the moment?
Yeah, really well. It's obviously launched Thursday night on the 12th Man and on Twitter. Obviously transitioned onto Facebook as well. The support we've had so far has been phenomenal. I'd like to thank anyone who's helped us either spreading the word or getting involved. You know, the email chain's going really well. So this Thursday is when we're going to hold our open forum. It's going to be at 7:30 at WIFWAF. So on the quay side, there'll be details going out on social media and the mailing list. The people in the mailing list have already received where we are going to be. It's an open invitation to anyone. You know, anyone who's got any concerns, any issues, any points they want to raise, as sort of the action we're going to take place going forward. And
it's important to note that there's no actions in place at the moment. The idea is to get everyone together and actually put some actions together, isn't it?
Yeah, ultimately this protest is all about us as fans. It's not, you know, as much as I've raised the 5 points, there's a lot more deeper issues in this club than the 5 points that I've raised. I've been very careful around the managerial situation. Obviously we don't really know Paul Lambert's future, and I think it's unfair. Perhaps, you know, I think there'll be a lot of concern whether we do change the manager, whether the protest will go ahead. I think ultimately we've seen that 3 managers have been let down by the same mistakes and same failures, and it's obviously what's hampering us going forward.
It's important to note that regardless what happens on the pitch, this protest is still going to go ahead.
Exactly, it will do. Whether we lose a few supporters through that, you know, I'd like to think we wouldn't, because it's clearly shown that we've had 4. How many managers we've had under Marcus Evans? 7, is it?
5,
more than that, I don't know how many we've had. Far too many, and not enough structure to honestly make anything worthwhile happen at this football club. And the scary thing is we don't know what is going to happen. You know, if we don't go up this season, how long we're going to be in League One, and what potentially could happen financially or on the field. We don't know. So it's time for us to really make our points known as fans in the right way. You know, it's very easy to come out here and ask for a manager out or for Evans to step down. Quite honestly, that's unrealistic. You know, we are grateful for Marcus Evans for saving us from where we were, but ultimately we're still seeing the same mistakes and same failings that have seen us fall this far and fall from grace as a football club, as I alluded to, the glory days are well behind us, of the late 70s, early 80s, and even before that when we were Division 1 champions. But we just want to see even just a little bit of modern success, or at least some ambition and some plans in place to see us try and revive at least something that the fans can be proud of.
100% agree. So if you want to get on the mailing list while it's still building up, that's IpswichFanzone@gmail.com. Cheers for that, Mark. Right, yes, I'm here with Nigel, Coventry fan, mate. Top of the league at the moment. How are you feeling?
Oh, great, mate. Great. Yeah. Top of the world, yes.
I mean, you've been down there, haven't you? And you come back. How does that feel?
Oh, so we've been suffering for a long time. We're still suffering now with the owners and whatnot, but that's all part of it.
Just give us an inkling. Is there a chance that you could go home if you get promoted?
If we get promoted, there's no two ways about it.
Yeah,
they can't afford not to.
Yeah.
With the money, the way not the way Worcester are going through the financial ways at the moment. They're suffering, so they want us back there. I mean, half our crowds drop down, going from the Rico to Birmingham. So
I mean, you've been around, haven't you, mate? I mean, you've been to Northampton. You're at Birmingham now. It's like.
We was thinking of Ipswich, but we didn't like the distance, so we never bothered. So, but
how are you feeling about this season then, mate? 27 points out of the last 33. I mean, you're cruising, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going well. Yeah, they're playing well. They try and play out from the back, which is good to see. That's a good thing. And everybody tries and puts the effort in.
Yeah.
Personally, myself, that's all I want to see.
Yeah.
This team, whatever they've got the City shirt on. As long as they're playing, that's it.
He's like a Cheshire cat today. Look at him. He can't stop smiling. What are you going for today then, mate? Final score?
2-0 today.
2-0?
Yeah, Matt Godden first goal scorer. Max come on second half. 2-0.
More misery for us. Good luck anyway, mate, right?
Yeah, as long as you don't lose your manager today. I wouldn't like that to see.
I don't think we will, mate. I don't think we will.
I don't know. You never know. Thing is in the wings, isn't he? What's his name? The old geezer.
Well, they say Warnock, but we try not to talk about him on this channel.
Right, so
good luck today anyway,
okay,
mate.
right, cheers.
Take care. Right, yes, I'm here with Mark Ramsey, my old mucker he's the chair of the ITFC Supporters Club. Mark, how are you doing, mate?
I'm very well indeed, and you?
Yeah, not too bad, given results recently. How are you feeling?
I've had a heavy cold, and then obviously the result.
Not coronavirus, hopefully.
No, it's not coronavirus. It's breathed a bit heavier. Very quickly, it's been an interesting period of Ipswich Town results, isn't it? And I think what we've got to decide is not only are we customers of this club, but we're also supporters. And a customer is somebody who changes brands, and I'm a supporter, and I ain't changing brand. I'm sticking with it. I'll always be Ipswich, but I do understand people's frustrations. Yeah, and it's you guys that travel week in, week out, away from home, hundreds of miles. Absolute admiration for you, every single one of you, and thank you for what you do for the club. I don't know if they thank you, but I'm going to thank you now.
Oh, cheers, mate. It's a thankless task at the end of the day. Gargantuan effort it takes to get up to these games, but in terms of what we want from the club now is answers primarily. I don't think we're getting them. I think you probably share that same thought in some sense.
I mean, obviously I'm going to be careful what I say, but to a certain extent I don't disagree with you. I think they need to have some honesty. Come out. I think, in all fairness, Marcus Evans did make a statement at the beginning of the season. He did say, if there was a buyer, maybe I would sell. I haven't got that much money to put in. I think he's been fairly honest about it. It's just that, we're a big club here and we need some proper investment and we need to move forward. We need some strong leadership, and we need leadership on the pitch and off the pitch. Yeah.
Let's turn our thoughts to today, mate. How are you feeling? Do you think we can get a good result? I know, given it.
Coventry, actually, you said Portsmouth then, didn't you?
No?
Oh, I thought you said Portsmouth. Okay.
Did I say Portsmouth?
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, we're playing Coventry today. Coventry are a great side. They're looking really good. We took them really well in the beginning of the season, so I haven't seen the team yet, so I was coming out here to ask you to tell me the team, because I'm busy.
I don't think it's out yet,
I'm busy selling Player of the Year tickets in the marquee and taking a little bit of abuse from one or two. And
do you want to plug that, mate? Plug it.
Yeah, by the way, Player of the Year will be after the Rochdale game at home on the 18th of April. Same format as last year. Terry Butcher and Mark Murphy will host the event. The players will be able to talk to you for 45 minutes before the event starts. It's a great evening, really good fun. Just come along and support your club.
Yeah, 100% agree, mate. Have a good one today, all right?
All right, thanks. Cheers, mate.
Right, yes, I'm here with Phil Ham, TWTD, Ipswich Fanzone debut, as you just alluded to, mate. How are you feeling about today, firstly?
Worried.
Really?
No, I've been saying since Christmas, really, that when we played them over those 3 games, that they were the best team we played. Certainly the game down here, when I thought in the Cup replay, when they absolutely took us apart, I thought. Over the 3 games, I thought Mark Robbins worked us out, really. And since then, well, actually not just since then, because I don't think they've been beaten since something like December the 14th. They've kind of shown themselves to be the outstanding club in the outstanding side in the division.
Yeah, just notoriously consistent, aren't they, as a team this season? And you alluded to there, 27 out of the last 33 points available on the table. Unbeaten this year, 13 without defeat, 10 wins. I mean, this is the kind of side that comes down here today, and you'd expect to beat them, but it would be the Ipswich way to go and win this game, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, you do kind of have those sorts of thoughts that over the years when teams have come down and been in those positions, we've upset them, haven't we? Newcastle a few years ago, I remember when they came down here when they're on the way to promotion. Yeah, but you look at our form equally and you sort of think, well, what's it, 4 wins in 24 in all competitions, isn't it? That does concern you, and we know the frustrations and where things have been in recent games. Certainly Tuesday's game gives you very little kind of confidence that we're able to turn the leaders over today. But having said that, I think there is an element of players feeling their kind of pride has been bruised by performances like that, and particularly the reaction at the end. And also I think we've got 1 or 2 more senior players back today, which obviously will benefit the team a lot, because I think that was one of the failings on Tuesday, was the kind of relatively or the very inexperienced midfield and a lack of bite in midfield, which I think we'll have a bit more today. So as you say, but we know, don't we, we've said all season that this squad should be capable of being one of the best squads in the division, but it's just not, for whatever reasons, it hasn't performed to the level that was required. But on any given day, they should be capable of beating teams in this division. Yeah.
Would you like to put a score on it, then, mate?
I'd be reasonably happy with 1-1. Except for the fact that 1-1 probably doesn't help us in our kind of aim to get in the playoffs. So. I'd like us to win a comfortable 2-0 victory, because I think that it would help the mood generally just around the ground and in the squad and everywhere. It just lighten things, because at the moment there feels like there's a bit of a cloud, doesn't there, over the whole club. So a decent result and a decent performance would do much to help us go into the last, what would be 8 games, wouldn't it, after today? So because I think you look at the table and it's not a hopeless cause. If we'd been in the Championship and we were the number of points we are off the playoffs going into this stage of the season, and we'd won the last few games, we'd be thinking, right, here we go, this is where we're going, we're aiming for the playoffs, and we think there was a chance of it. But because it's gone the other way, that we've rather dropped down and we're points away and whatever, we're looking at it in a more negative fashion. But so what we need is a result that will kind of trigger a decent run in the final few weeks of the season and hopefully get us into the playoffs.
All right, mate, cheers for that. Have a good one.
Cheers.
Right then, Tom, this week Coventry come down to Portman Road, one of the better teams in this league, and would we envisage them to be top of the league as they are now earlier on in the season?
Well, you wouldn't have when they've got to play all 46 or 44 games away from home. Fair play to them. They've been consistent. We've been consistent as well. Unfortunately, consistently shit since the new year. But when we played them, they look quite a solid outfit. I saw them play twice. They look decent side, or 3 times actually saying that. Yeah. Look decent outfit. They look like they lack something up front, but now they've got Godden in. They are scoring goals. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought they'd have been top of the league. I thought they'd been in around the playoffs. But fair play to them.
I mean, Matty Godden, not very well known in the football pyramid, but he's risen through the leagues just like James Norwood's had in some sense, but not as prolific as Norwood's this season. I mean, Godden seems to be riding his luck this year. Double hat-trick this year. I mean, he's a player to look out for, isn't he? Yeah,
I mean, it's down to the creativity and service, obviously, as strikers get as well. I think Norwood and Jackson have both been starved of that this year. Definitely in long spells and games, and that's why, obviously, their goal tally's just broken double figures. But you can't blame it all on that. They've got to fight for the ball themselves. Yeah. And look at some of the goals Matty Godden scores. He's a pest. That's what you want, someone to obviously keep on the defender's shoulder and keep on their toes, which I don't think Norwood especially does, but I think more so Jackson does, but hasn't got the quality or the creativity to finish it off half time.
You're right, mate. Shall we have a look at the squad then? Yeah. I've got some rumour news that I've just heard. I mean, let's have a look at the squad and then we'll go from there. Tom, what is the squad?
So you got Norris in goal, Chambers, Edwards, Scouse, Nolan, Bishop, Judge, Sears, Dazelle, Wolfenden and Garbett. And then on the bench you've got Holy, Earl, Wilson, Morris, Dobra, Hughes and Tyree Simpson.
Okay, so Tuesday night, Will Keane substituted in 56th, 60th minute for young Tyree Simpson. rumour on the street is, rumour has it, that Will Keane and Paul Lambert have now fallen out, and he's nowhere to be seen in the squad. Weren't injured, was he, mate? He come off because he was playing poor.
Yeah, you look, I mean, he's been poor for ages, hasn't he?
Did you get that card, did he?
What's that? I mean, the problem is, like, our tactic was, let's lump it to some 6 foot, God knows, whatever centre half who's going to gobble everything up in the air. You ain't going to have a chance against him.
The thing is,
anyway.
mate, you've at least got to put your body about and try and win that ball. He weren't doing that. He doesn't do that. And as a striker, we need that desperately.
And so you can see it from the first ball that obviously Simpson went up for.
Yeah.
He really competed for it, and he made himself a nuisance. And he created himself one chance in the second half where he was unlucky not to go in. Will Keane doesn't do that. Like you said, he doesn't put his body about. He's too scared. I don't know what goes through his mind when a ball goes for the air. Put everything on the line for it. Get a free kick. Do what you want. Like someone like Joey Garner or a Norwood puts their body in, chucks themselves to the floor because they feel a bit of contact. Get a free kick from it.
Yeah.
We've really been lacking that because we can't get out of our own half because of that, and that's what breaks up play and obviously gets you into the game.
Yeah. Obviously, Dazelle coming in for his second start in a week. I mean, hadn't played for 11 weeks, but to be fair to him, thought he played well on Tuesday night. Put some good balls in there. All we need is someone to pick that ball up today, mate. Let's cut the niceties. What are we going for today, mate? Final score.
Final score. Do I have to be positive about this?
No, not at all.
I'm going to go the same way Tuesday night. I think if the players can show up, show a bit of fight, show a bit of desire, show a bit of passion for the shirt and the badge, I can't ask for anything more.
Yeah.
I just think we're going to lose 1-0. I think it's going to be a close 1-0 loss.
Hopefully not. Come on.
Yeah.
So what are you about to this week, mate?
No, mate. Just working. Paid for this.
6
Love
figures
it.
so far.
Doing much tonight?
Not much, mate.
That was 182, 7th.
Shit, really, isn't it?
Last penalty before we rotate goalkeepers.
That's it.
And a lovely save.
Hey, what then, mate? It's half time. It's half time, so I quite in it.
This is still a goal.
Look, all the fucking hell, I've never seen so much light in second side.
Incredible stuff.
Final score, mate.
I think the trouble is still there. Let's see
Take
what
a
this
pick.
looks
4,
like.
5, whatever. We're going to
Good
score.
save.
We've resumed normal service. 1-0 loss again. Go on, Lou. Start us off, mate.
Crap, mate. Absolute joke. Anyone that's in there clapping 3 passes in a row, it's embarrassing, mate. Everyone's going to go home now, moan about it on Facebook, and then come here in 2 weeks' time and, we made 3 passes, let's all clap. It's fucking embarrassing. Absolute state of this club is a fucking joke. It's embarrassment. All over.
Boys, I can't hear out my right ear after that. Fuck me.
Fucking piss take.
Fucking hell, what a state this club is in. Mark, any points to improve on from that?
Well, obviously the performance and the result. That's the obvious thing. There's something I do need to address. I haven't heard it yet, but what are you playing music for? We'll get a copyright strike on that. Something I've heard from various sources on social media. A senior member of this club has come on record to say the toxic atmosphere is to blame for why we are performing. Leo Neal.
Yeah, O'Neill, you're a cunt, mate. Fuck off.
So whatever Leo, I think that is the problem. We don't know what Leo Neal does. In all honesty,
Lick Marcus's asshole.
He's come out on record and said that the toxic atmosphere is responsible for what is going on.
But I'm sorry, Mark. Like every single one of these people walking past here right now is paid to come into this fucking stadium and can say exactly what they want. I had this argument earlier. They can say what they want. It doesn't matter what Leo O'Neill says, right? Once you're in that stadium, you can't control them. And this is what this club does. They try and control everyone's thoughts. It's not going to work.
Exactly. That, these people pay hard-earned money. They work Monday to Friday. Some people even miss games due to work. They've done the hard miles. They've spent the money, invested time in this club. And for a man in a senior position in this club to blame the failings of himself and the man he represents, as well as other various things, it's ridiculous. Honestly, it's ridiculous. And I will be listening to it on Radio Suffolk, and it will be something that we will act on as a group in the 5-point protest.
Yeah,
because quite frankly, it's ridiculous.
Grady, this week, mate, you made it viral with your Robocop shoe, but you made it viral on the Norris Twitter. What's been going on?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was quite funny, personally.
We won the league back in August, mate, so it don't matter if we don't play up.
Exactly, and they were relegated back in August, so let's be honest, they were relegated when they got promoted last season.
No. So, they just beat a Champions League side, mate, and third in the table, so...
well, yeah, that was tin pot.
Whitby, what'd you make that, mate?
Oh mate, I'm just bored of saying the same thing every week. It doesn't surprise me walking to this ground, what's happened in those 90 minutes. It's just the same thing each week. There's no creativity there. I'm with Lou on this. People are clapping at the end. We only had a shot on target. The only shot on target was fucking Nolan's header back pass in the first half, mate. Oh my God.
All right, let's be honest then. Who's actually contemplating going to Bristol next week? I know we go every week, but who's contemplating it?
Yeah, see, I kind of think, what's the point now? I mean, what are we playing for? It's just a fucking mess.
People said, oh shit, a score prediction. I've got 2 on the trot now. Yeah. I'm just going to add that in there.
You say 1-0.
Should put a bet on, mate.
Yeah.
Should put a bet on.
You might say 1-0.
Troy, and what do you make of that?
Fucking shitting we. Literally diabolical club, pathetic.
Oh, Troy, can your 3-legged dog play up front?
Yeah.
Can he? I could play I could play up front.
Oh, as well. God's sake. Mike, come in, mate. How you feeling, mate?
It's predictable, isn't it? I just feel like we knew we were going to lose that. As soon as they went 1-0 up, we knew it was going to be 1-0. Well, I did anyway.
Do we look like a team that's going to score goals?
No, we don't, because we're not first to the ball when it lands in the 18-yard box. We're not taking chances by putting our laces through it.
No one
Are these guys actually having shooting practice? Are they practicing anything?
No one shoots from anywhere on the pitch, but no one's even trying.
No.
I mean, all right, let's be fair.
If you don't shoot, you don't score.
Exactly. Only takes a second to score a goal, they famously say. But look, were we out of sight against Coventry today at all? Were we out of sight?
Out of sight, what from the start?
In terms of the game, I mean, it was within touching distance, wasn't it?
How many teams have Coventry done 1-0 this season? They did Sunderland last week 1-0, scored in like the opening 5 minutes, and then just sat back and just said, "Come on, then, what have you got?" And Sunderland had nothing. They've done exactly the same to us today. They've gone 1-0 up, and then they've sat back and gone, "Come on, then, Ipswich, what you got?" And we've got fucking nothing.
They play the typical League One style, like Mike says. They just go forward, score a goal, and then they just sit back, happy to defend, because they know they can stop pretty much anything this league's got to throw at them. They had a solid back line. They weren't letting anything through, to be fair to them. So, and like I say, where are the goals coming from in this team? I think a lot of people got kind of drawn in by Freddie Sears, thinking, when he's back. His record's dreadful. His record is appalling. He's no better than any of the other strikers we've got at this club, and any striker we've had, he's not a game changer. No. He's not going to win us loads and loads of games this season to get us back in the playoffs. No one in this team is good enough to win a game single-handedly.
No, you're right.
And we won't shoot. We
just don't do anything, mate. It's no point. Dino, what do you make of that, buddy?
No end product, to be honest with you. I think, if you look at it football-wise, technically, we probably played the better football, didn't we? Knocking it about well, but end product, where is it?
I mean, if playing the better football means you can pass side to side, then I'd agree.
Well, that's a worry, but you don't win games doing that, do you? So where's the end product? Where's the cut and thrust? But physically, we're not up to it. No. We just get knocked off the ball, don't we? Because we're quite a small side. Size of their centre halves, what are they? 6'5", all of them at the back. You can't. All right,
look. What needs to change, Dean, to go forward?
Good question, Ash. I don't know, mate, to be honest with you. Evans, investment, you don't have to spend a lot of money, do you? This lot ain't spent a lot of money, have they?
They ain't got any money.
Nothing, mate.
They ain't got no money. Exactly. They ain't got a stadium, and we're still, looks down to this club.
They're still top of the league.
And they're still top of the league, so...
The players that want to play for the club, that's why they're playing for the badge and the pride of that club. This is a joke.
I've just got
no one cares about anything.
How are they going to play next season when they're ground sharing with Birmingham? How's that going to work?
They're not. They'll get the Rico back, mate, if they go up.
Will they get it back? Will they?
They will. Yeah. Anyway, boys, I don't know if we're going to Bristol next weekend. Yeah. No idea. I'll be there, for fuck's sake. For God's sake. They don't deserve us, do they? Until next time, come on, you Blues.